Hi. It's been a little while since you've heard from me and we've had a chance to connect, and I can assure you that though I have been gone, you have not been forgotten. And there have been a number of reasons for this distance, one of which we shared in a newsletter, which is that we had a number of persistent, kind of snarly tech issues that put everything to an abrupt and immediate halt. And another reason is I just got back from 10 days in the wonderful state of New Mexico. My mother turned 80 recently and took her entire family on this trip, and it was wonderful, and it was a great chance for me to just step away from it all. And these two things, tech issues and traveling in New Mexico, may seem totally unrelated. In a lot of ways they are. And yet I was thinking about the tech issues in our community and our programs recently on this travel trip, because for those of you who've done any type of traveling, to say nothing of with many complex family dynamics, including being in campers for several days, know that pivoting and changes and adapting is not only helpful, but it's critically necessary whether you want to or not. And sometimes those pivots, they are undesired, they're unexpected, and they don't even lead to outcomes that we want. But sometimes the unexpected twists and turns are just what we want, and we couldn't have possibly known that, and they lead to the outcomes that we couldn't even have imagined. And so how does this relate to tech issues? Well, when we were getting ready to launch our nature-inspired spirituality class, which I was so excited about, was exactly the time that much of our site, including our registration and connection to PayPal and all that jazz, just kind of crashed. And most of me was super bummed and disappointed. Like I said, I was really looking forward to this class and to connecting with people and engaging around this content of nature and spirituality, and how do we incorporate that into our daily lives in this wild world and planet that we're living on. And then all of a sudden these issues happened, and I had two different experiences. One was the sadness that I just alluded to, because I really wanted this course. But another was, honestly, a part of me was a little relieved. And you might wonder what that's about. And the truth is it wasn't about the core parts of our programming. It was more that I was not looking forward to long lectures and extensive notes and time on computers and putting together tons of resources and, like I said, and notes and all those different things that lead me on a computer, which is not, to me, what I love about eco-psychology, nor do I think it's what you actually care most about with our community as well. And so when that happened, there was a part of me of like, oh good, I don't have to do all that computer time for a little bit longer. And it occurred to me though that I could pivot, that we could pivot as a community and what this program would be. So instead of 5 fixed modules that you have to pre-register for, and there's gonna be tons of lectures and notes and all that jazz, which you may not even care about, but the truth is I don't love. I said, you know what? We can change. And so in the course of getting our tech issues fixed, and as I took my trip with my extended family in New Mexico, I realized that I got to adapt, and maybe this could bring about a benefit, much like some of our road tripping, that would be good for everyone. And so in that way, we're going to be modifying our upcoming nature-inspired spirituality class. You very likely won't notice any differences, but what I think that I will, and I'll be more excited about it, and hopefully it'll be still really robust, high quality, substantive content. So here's what you will be getting. You'll be getting 5 modules looking at nature and spirituality and how do we incorporate that into our daily lives in this world. You'll still get people from across the globe connecting and engaging around this content, where we get to share, listen, and learn together. But what it won't be is long lectures and lots of notes and tons of resources. You also won't have to commit for 5 modules. You will be able to register, much like we do with our EcoPsych Inspirations program, where you register for the ones that you want and you can skip the ones that you don't want. And it's also, we're going to do it instead of with a fixed price, you're going to pay what you can. And we just trust that people do that on the honor system, and that it has worked out, and we think that it will continue to. So yes, some pivots aren't what we want, but some hopefully can be a blessing in disguise, so to speak. And my hope is, with our upcoming nature-inspired spirituality course, we're getting ready to relaunch our second round, and hopefully it's going to be even that much better and that much more enjoyable for all of us. And so I look forward to sharing more about that in the coming days. I hope you're going to be joining us and enjoying the program. And as always, I am looking forward to connecting with you, and I send my very best. Nature knows the way. Be well.